Xavi Siemens, Chelsea have been flirting with this guy all window, blood. They bought him flowers. You get me, fam? The reservation, fam. You know what I mean? Book the car. These man did everything. Chelsea did the full scouting report, blood, for us. You know them way there, fam. When man want to run joke, these man paid the Uber for us. You know, like that. This man talking about, fam. Kings Road, Cobham FC, bruv. Hold that.
They say, I think it's an old proverb. They say, he who laughs last, laughs best. Woo! Woo! These man have got me moving like Ric Flair this morning. Woo! Let me tell you, Arsenal thought they hijacked Spurs. Nah, I told you, you may have won the battle, but you did not win the war. Tottenham today, here we go, Xavi confirmed, and I'm telling you, look, I've been telling my kids, yo, it is better to wait. Don't rush. Don't rush, baby. We've just hijacked Xavi Simmons from under the nose of Chelsea. Deep that, hold that.
This is the second player. Number 2. This is the second player this summer that Chelsea have had a widely reported interest in and have been caught in, and then they end up at Tottenham. The first was Kudus, and then they'll deny it and say, oh, we didn't really care that much about Kudus because we had Simmons lined up. Well, the second was Simmons. You had Simmons lined up. You agreed a deal, apparently. Well, you didn't agree a deal. You didn't agree a fee, sorry, but you were caught in the player. You were whispering sweet nothings in his ear all summer. And now, picked up the phone. He said, yo, I want to join Thomas Frank. I want to play with my brother, Van der Vaart. It's so funny. It's so funny. Weeks ago, I recorded a video. I actually recorded a video weeks ago on Simmons to Chelsea because I thought that was a done deal. And I saw Simmons and Hato. I was like, yo, that is actually really good business for Chelsea. That kind of Dutch connection, I wanted at my club.
Oh, mate, it's a wonderful day, mate. It's a game changer. It's a baller. It's a top draw baller of top baller variety. Johnny, this guy, I know I spoke about this earlier on my channel with you. Spoke about it on Football Heritage as well. You have to be honest. I think you feel the same actually. That there's nothing wrong with Eberechi Eze. It's not a slight on him to say that Simmons is a better fit for what we need. And I think that I'm so happy if you reach for the stars for Eze and you land on the sky in Simmons, it's an absolute dream world scenario. There's still work to be done, mate. There's still a lot of work to be done this window. We need to go and get an Ademola Lookman. We need to go and get any one of a number of left wingers, a Malik Fofana. Go and get me someone in that variety. There's a few others we could talk about. You can now maybe think about, by the way, someone like a Vissa, because the price tag that we paid, Johnny, on Xavi Simmons allows us to go again and possibly again in a variety of different positions. I'm so much happier today than I was 24 hours ago because we're all taking a sigh of relief. We've got the 10 in that is an absolute monster, and now we can just go again, and we've got a brilliant game to look forward to tomorrow, and everything's rosy. Everything's better. Not rosy, everything looks a lot better.
He's going to ball out for us. I'm telling you that for free right now. He is going to ball out for us. What a signing, man. What a signing that is. All the heartbreak of losing out on Eberechi Eze to then go out and do this. That for me is a fantastic response in the market for Tottenham. Go and get the 3 points at the weekend against Bournemouth, and we will be sitting first or second in the Premier League.
Tottenham Hotspur, you have outdone yourself, bruv. I said Xavi Siemens, Chelsea have been flirting with this guy all window, blood. They bought him flowers. You get me, fam? The reservation, fam. You know what I mean? Book the car. These man did everything. Chelsea did the full scouting report, blood, for us. You know them way there, fam. When man want to run joke, these man paid the Uber for us. You know, like that. This man talking about, fam. Kings Road, Cobham FC, bruv. Hold that. You man brought in, brother, Sonic with the veneers, bruv. I'm telling you, fam. A man that runs with his head down into traffic, blood. Do you know, like that, fam? Bro, you've missed out on a quality player. This brother's more important to the Netherlands than a coffee shop, fam. I'm being serious. Do you know what I mean? Telling you, you can use both feet, bruv. You get me? The man's, he can open up a master lock. You know what I mean? I seen him in the Euros. I seen him for Leipzig. And Leipzig, they're dead food. I'm not even going to pretend like they're not. Do you know what I mean? But this guy is a quality footballer, bruv. And we have needed this sort of quality. He walks straight into the team. He improves our squad 100%. Ask me if I'm getting top 5 now, blood. Ask me, blood.
Friday the 29th of August, after my outburst, after the consistent days of begging for signings, after an outpouring from the Tottenham fan base of anger, frustration, disappointment, constantly missing out on targets, Spurs finally land their third, and I'm going to say it, their third first team ready signing. And that's the key. First team ready. First XI ready. In a critical position, number 10. This is a big signing for Tottenham.
I can't believe this. Actually, who am I kidding? Because we already basically got a warning last night when Spurs and Leipzig agreed the 60 million fee and we didn't do nothing. We didn't even act. We didn't even move. What a waste of time this was. What a waste. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that. Xavi Simons to Tottenham is a here we go. After all of this build-up, all of this waiting, all of the time that Xavi Simons has spent waiting for Chelsea to make a move, it has ended like this. Now Tottenham actually have something over our head. They're going to be running the whole, we hijacked Chelsea. Even though this technically isn't a hijack, this is still embarrassing.
How do I start this video in a positive manner, knowing that Spurs have just put us in the mud? How do I do that? Because that's what they've done. I'm going to show you in a minute, but this club, these directors, they don't know how to seal a deal. A big one at that.
Willian 2.0 was right there. Willian 2.0 was right there. We would have finished Tottenham Football Club as a whole. They would have had to liquidate if we'd done it again to them. Yeah, if we had done it again. He went and done his medical and went, no, I'm not signing. Wait. Are Chelsea alive or what? No, one sec, lad. Can we try one last time, please? Or if not, I'm going to have to. I can't keep them waiting. The medical's been done. We were that close. We were that close. If we really wanted it, we could have actually got... Imagine he's done the medical and then we actually call. And we're like, you know what? No, we're going to match the offer. Make your way to Stamford Bridge. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Expressions would have fallen off a cliff. Tobes would have gone on a punch-up throughout North London. He'd probably be in prison right now. Because he would have he would have probably smashed the heads in of 20 people at once. What we could have done would have been seismic. Oh my God, it would have been seismic. Which is just showing exactly what's happened here. Chelsea haven't moved. Chelsea have gone... Yeah, we could have the plays right here if we want him. We could just done. We're just not going to.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Simons, after all of that wait, it's not going to be a Chelsea player. It's not going to be a Chelsea player. He's off to Spurs. I think this is what hurts. I think a lot of people have been saying it in social media that the fact that we couldn't do the deal after months and months and months, that in itself is, incompetency. I think financially we've been a bit locked up as well because we need to balance our books. I get that. But also the fact that Spurs ended up taking this deal right at the end, I think that hurts a lot as well. Spurs being, our sort of local rivals in the London area. It's just that's what sucks a lot more. And I think Xavi Simons, with what Thomas Frank's doing over there in the short period of time, could potentially do well. I'm sure all the Spurs fans, including Tobes, are going to be absolutely elated with this.
Xavi Simons is signing for Tottenham, and there's a slight sort of Willian to this. Have they got their own back? Have they gotten revenge? Will they end up reaping the benefits of a player that we were practically there to sign? He was there to sign. He's been, linked with us for well over 2 months now. It's how it feels like, and I just feel as though this may end up being a bit of a mistake on our part. We obviously had massive interest in him, and it hasn't worked out. We've got Garnacho instead. We're going for Lopez, I think. And whilst this is all very, well and good, trying to cut costs and save money and whatnot, this may end up being one of those cases where the extra money probably would have worked out. It probably would have been worth the extra money for someone of Xavi Simons' quality in the end.
It is what it is, I guess. We have to accept it now. I think there's conversations here. I'm sure Simons wouldn't be very happy. He rejected a lot of clubs in favour for us. And I guarantee that if he knew the deal wasn't going to come, I don't think he's saying no to Bayern Munich. I think Simons is going to Bayern because they've been on this guy for a long time. If Simons had his choice of all the clubs, I don't think Spurs were his next best option. But this is kind of like the only move he had left, considering how long we kind of just messed him around. We got the verbal agreement. We told him to be patient, to wait. But in the end, financially, the money wasn't really there. And I think it explains why our next best move right now is a loan move for a Brighton youth player who they weren't even planning to keep in their first team, who they still want to see develop elsewhere. I think that is quite a telling sign behind what we can do in the market.